Now, I brought a couple out. I'm not going to work Callie, but I am going to have her sit down. Sit. Because gosh, does she want to, she wants to work. There's poop right there. Is there a shovel around? Is there a shovel back over there, guys? Am I missing one dog? Taylor, come on over. Thank you. Taylor's doing her best work right now. Now, I'm going to put out a little reminder. I was hoping Chris and Craig were going to stay because I really wanted to watch Chris work Jet. We don't have any really young dogs. Come here. Come here. Ellie, come here. Taylor. Sit down. Taylor, come here. Come on. Get the boss over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Sit. Now, Callie's 4, and she's probably a little more motivated to do some of this work. But because she just had her pups, come here, Taylor. Taylor. Because she just had her pups, it's just not going to work. Taylor, come here. So what we did before we started here was, Chris and I were talking about what do we do to show, because I wanted to see that Jet dog work, and we're not going to be able to. But I want to remind you, if these were humans, we've got, and this is what we talked about with you guys and your dogs. If they were humans, we were working with a bunch of 15-year-olds the last couple days. If these ones were humans, she'd be almost 77 years old. That one would be almost 70 years old. That one would be a 28-year-old, probably in her prime. That one, we're looking at about a 10-year-old right now. So keep that in mind, because the athleticism involved with this is going to be a little different than what you saw with Jet and what you would see with Callie. But I like these old dogs. We've gotten to obviously have them a long time. We've been pretty lucky, but I'm still going to show you. Now you can tell by looking at them, they're not in the best shape. They don't get worked that often. I haven't worked them for some time. I took Callie out because Callie has not been worked in months. I just want her to sit and watch. And this is my point before of like, we just put a group of dogs out and we work them. Where it's a battle if you're sitting there holding on to dogs that just can't settle in. So I want you to see that stuff. With Rain, we're going to actually do some, I'm going to set her up to fail. I don't normally do that, but I want to set her up to fail and show you like she's not going to be able to do what I want her to do. And I'll show you that. And then I'm going to show you how I can get her to do it. Because I'm going to have to make it easier. And I'm going to have to break it into a couple pieces. And then we'll piece it back together. And I think we'll be able to figure it out. So you can see these guys are pretty paying close attention to Chris. Ellie, come here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send Ellie on what would be called a blind retrieve. So she's done this before in the past years, but I know what's going to happen. When I send her, so the dummy's in that corner. The dogs didn't see us put them there, but some of you guys saw us put them there. We put 2 in the corner. We put 2 over here. I have 1 hidden on a trail that cuts across there. And then Chris has got 2 that he's going to launch. Those are going to be the series of dummies that we do for the 2 bigger dogs and maybe some for Rain. But I'm going to send Ellie to the corner. It's 200 yards. It's right on the nuts at 200 yards to that corner. So, you know, we did some setups today that were 20 yards, 30 yards. I don't know if anyone made retrieves much further than that, but 200's a long ways. And you hear people talk about sending dogs on 400-yard retrieves and all that. It happens, and it happens in trials because we do have to get a really high standard to be able to separate some of those dogs. But I can't see 400 yards. I wouldn't be able to see a bird. So I'm not so crazy and I'm not so worried if my dogs can't pick at 400 yards, but I do want them capable of picking at relatively big numbers, and 200 yards to me is pretty good. Can I get further out of them? For sure. I've run dogs on 3/4 miles of a memory. So we walked down to that next intersection. It's 3/4 of a mile. I've dropped dummies and walked back and sent them. It's more for conditioning I do it because I get a nice run out of them that way. But I'm going to send her, and the historical issue that I have seen happen is because of the contours. Remember I talked about like shadows can throw dogs off, barriers can throw dogs off. There's some, this is like putting on a green. You got to read the green. When I send her, it dips down, then it comes back up, but there's a natural valley there, and almost always the dog is sucked to the right. And if you look down this tree line, it's an edge that goes, and whatever reason they hit the edge and they want to take the edge. So I have to be ready. I have to be ready to either stop her if I see her fade too far to the left and get her to the right, and I got to get her to the left and get her back, or I got to trust her that she's going to carry that line through. We'll see. I don't know because I haven't run her on this in a long, long time. So we'll just see. Chris on the way back. So here's what we've talked about. I'm going to get her back to that corner to pick one of those dummies. The wind is actually really good for us right now, which you can't always plan that, but you should set up accordingly. There's a reason why I cut her loose with the bird there. I didn't put the bird over there and cut her loose because she'd have had to get downwind of it, my Makina. So with her, the wind is kind of hitting us in the face. It should help us. But on the way back with that dummy, she's going to come back through that cut, that little narrow, and Chris is going to launch a dummy up over the top of her. She cannot switch. Taylor, sit down. Sit down. Once that dog has a dummy in the mouth and is coming back, they're committed. They got to bring it back and deliver. So the temptation to switches cannot be there. We'll shoot that one up and he'll try to land it in the water. Then what I'll do is I'll know her off of it and I'll send her for a blind retrieve down here. So now she just saw that dummy and I'm saying, no, don't go there. Go there. And she's got to trust me because she doesn't know there's a dummy there. But I got this nice little channel that helps funnel dogs. And then I'll have to make decisions. As the dog's going out, if it starts to fade, I might have to stop it. Now I have another dummy there too in the middle that I've got to remember about, because if I want to, I could stop her and send her to that one. Like I got a lot of options with this setup. It might be a little aggressive for not working this dog for so long, but we'll see. Come here. Ellie, go back. Here, right here, right here, right here. So what did she go to? Chris. No, leave it. Heel. Ellie, go back. Go back. Get out. Now she's gotten to that pigeon. Here. Come on. Here. Come on. Here. Right here. Sit. Sit. Taylor. Taylor, come here. Come on. Taylor, sit down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Heel. Taylor, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. There's the edge that we run into. Do you see her? Yep. I don't see her. She's where?
Right on this. She's right here, Chair. Literally right on the edge of the line. Just staring at you. Black dot.
Get out. Go back. Get out. Now she's going to get a surprise when she comes back. Good. Good. Come on. That a girl. 77 years old and still going strong. Come on. Come on. Good job. Good girl. Right here. Now notice the hold, guys. Notice where the dummy is. Right here. Notice the delivery. Don't do all that work and let the ending of it ruin it. That's why it's just so important, and it's so easy to do if you do it from the start. And here's two dogs that I forgot about, and I'm as proud of them right now as anything, because I'm whistling and I'm hand signaling and we're shooting dummies, and I got a year-old here and a 4-year-old here that would love to go get one, but no, I forgot they were there. That's the kind of dog I like to have in a duck blind. Taylor, here. Here. No, leave it. Here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now, where do you think she's going to want to go? Last dummy seen, right? So I got to be real clear. No, you leave it. And she does not know there's a dummy over here, so it's all the more trusting of her. Taylor, go back. Go back. Taylor, go back. Go back. Go back. Rain, rain, rain. Here. Rain, here. 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 Right here. You sit. Good. Rain, here. Come on. Come on. I jinxed it.
Taylor's coming back too.
Sit. Sit down. Sit. No, leave it. Go back. Go back. Good girl. Good. Good. Come on. Come on. Good. Good. Come on. Good. Good. Good girl. At 77 years old, I'll fix that delivery. Good. 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 Dan. Now she's on a roll. We'll try for 3 here. This time I'm going to send her back to the same spot, and I'm going to stop her at that, not that first tree, but the second tree, and I'm going to handle her over. I got a dummy in the woods there, and we'll see if she'll take that cast. She knows there's a dummy back there. There's another one. So she already knows that one's there. Let's see if she'll take it. Come on. Good. Taylor, go back. Go back. Ah, 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 ah. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Sit up. You sit. So that was her trigger. She did it before too. You sit. Good. Come on. Taylor. You sit. Taylor. Good. Come on. Taylor, go back. Go back. Get out. Get out. Go back. Get out. I'm stopping her short. I gotta let her go a little deeper. Go back. Get out. Get out. How short am I, Chris?
10 yards.
You gotta go back 10? Go back. Go back. Go back. Get out. Good. I would say every bit of that was my fault. I stopped her short. I mean, I wasn't getting her deep enough. Which, that's only like 75 yards. It's hard to judge that. That's pretty much on me. Good. Good. Dead. Good girl. Good. Ellie. Ellie here. Good. Now, let's see if we can get, you want to shoot that one, and then I'm going to send her to the water. Watch. Watch. Heel. Heel. No, leave it. Ellie, go back. Hey! See how jumpy she is? Get out. Come here. Come here. So I'm going to start over with this dog. She's really having a hard time. Come here. Ellie, go back. She just can't get it out of her head that it's not there. She just thinks it's there. Here. 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 Right here. No. Leave it. Ellie. Come on. Good. Here. See how she holds that dummy, guys? I'm telling you, those types of dummies create issues. Even with a dog that holds really well, that type of dummy switches it up. That's why I like those other dummies so much. Good. Dead. Good. Ellie, go back. Go back. Go back. She's struggling. She's having a little bit of a tough time, but I just had to make it a little easier for her. Here. Come here. Now, sit. This will be it. Now, Rain, come here. Sit. You sit. Rain won't be able to do this. Sit. Because I want to show you how I'm going to get her to do it. So, because she won't be able to do it, I'm going to come back and make it easier. I'm going to probably do 2 or 3 things. And then my objective is get her to that corner. So, I don't know that I don't think she'll be able to. Especially, I know she won't. After all of these other dummies, there's no way she's making it all the way back there. She might make it to the pond. I'll end up probably calling her back. And we'll see what happens. I'll explain from there. I do. Yep. Yep. Logan just said you don't have a dummy in there. I do have one in there in case she does make it, but I don't think she'll make it. Heel. Heel. Sit. Heel. Rain. Rain. Come here. Sit. Rain, go back. See how she hunted out there pretty good for a blind retrieve. Come on, come on, come on. Sit down. Here, 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 here. Come on. Come on, come on. Here, here, here. Here, good, good. Heel. Now I've got a dummy out there, not quite all the way to that first, to the one that the blind, but it's probably It's 30 yards from the first one. Or from the one that's out there. Rain, go back. See what the power of a trailing memory is? See what the difference in the dummies is? It happens every time. Good. See how she looked? Chris was there last time. That's how smart, come on. That's how smart they are. Come on. Come on. Good. Here. Here. Dead. Heel. 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 Rain, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Ah. Hey, hey, hey. Come on. Come on. Here, 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 here. 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 Come on. Heel. 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 Rain, go back. Go back. She has no idea there's another dummy there, but she couldn't help but go. And you could see it, how hesitant she was. Until she got to about the top of the hill, and then she said, I'm committed, I'll go. So that's a big confidence booster for her and me. Because she knew the one dummy was there, I walked her out. Well, she just told us, I don't think there's another one there, Dad, but there was a lot of shit going on in this woods before. I'll go check that out. There's birds in there, there's a guy in there with a gun, I'll check it out. No, so we took a few steps closer. Come on, finish it, let's go. Come on. Come on. Here, here, here. Good. And for 13 months, for her to say, come here, come here. For 13 months, for her to say, I will run 200 yards, well, 180, because I cheated her 20. But for her to say, I will run that 180 yards, Dad, for you, because you said it's there and I believe it. For her to actually get to it and find it, we could build off of this for the next week, and I'd run her on blinds on it next week. And she'd take them. But it's because she's memorizing it. This is confidence. This is building confidence in her, in the idea of when I say there's something, you should go. They call it pattern blinds. I run a pattern blind on that mowed trail with almost all my dogs, where I'll start running them on memories there, memories there, memories there, and then eventually I'll put a dummy there before the dog comes out, and I'll bring the dog out, and the first thing I'll do is I'll send them to that spot. They run to it every time, because they always find dummies there. And so now we start getting this idea of, if he says go, I should go. There's probably one there. You better be really careful, because Brian and I were working the dogs in the pasture a week ago, Taylor and Rain, and we put 5 dummies out on the one end, and we went and sent them. And I sent Taylor on the 6th one. Well, there was no dummy there. If I send Rain on the 6th one and there's no dummy there, she's gonna go, I don't know if I should believe this guy every time. But Taylor hunted and hunted and hunted, and I looked at Brian and I said, you think there's one over there? No, probably not. So what did I do? I let her hunt, I pitched a dummy as far as I could to the right. I stopped her. I recalled her back all the way across, and she came back, and you could just see she's going, you son of a gun, you. And I stopped her on the whistle, and I said, get out. And she ran out to her right, and she went, oh my God, you're brilliant. There is one there. Boom, picked it up, brought it back to me, and she's just happy as can be. So I was able to kind of save it. But you don't want to send the young dog out there because she doesn't have a strong enough recall whistle, and I can't stop her on the whistle, and I can't handle her out quite yet. But you saw earlier, I just started backcasting with her like a week ago. But she's 13 months old. We're not very far. I was as far with her sister probably at 8 months, 9 months old. I just gotta be more patient with her. They're the exact same genetics. They're identical. They're litter mates. She's taught me an awful lot about patience because you just can't make them do certain things. And sometimes you just gotta be patient. You gotta wait. And you got to stick with it, and you got to move on to other stuff, and then you come back to things. But we struggled with her to get her to come back with a retrieve. So a couple people did it today. I would send her on a retrieve. She'd go out just fine and pick it up, and then I would just turn and leave. I left her every single time. Every time she turned around with the dummy in her mouth, I was leaving. She didn't want to be left alone either. So if I talked with her and tried to call her back to me, she'd stand there and look at me. When I said nothing and I walked away from her, she could come back to me real fast. And so we did that long enough that it became such a habit of hers. When I go out and pick something up, I better get back to him because he'll leave me. We did that, and then I wouldn't even take it from her. I'd just walk. I'd ignore her. She'd walk at heel and carry a dummy for hundreds of yards. And I'd look down at her and I'd go, oh, good. But she forgot about all the stuff that was in her head for whatever reason was stopping her from coming back. This is the first time I've had that with a dog. So you always are trying to figure out ways to be creative at times like that. And you got to try something. And if it doesn't work, try something else. If it doesn't work, and then you act accordingly based on what the dog does. That's all about reading them. Make sense? So this shows, I think, some of the reasons why we do, like if she didn't heel, I couldn't have done that drill. Because I couldn't fight her back and forth on heel. She never would have remembered that dummy. She'd have been thinking about, why is he pulling on my neck so hard? That's got to go smooth in order to be able to set up 200-yard memories. The heel can't get in the way of it. The stop to the whistle, the understanding of, Ellie really struggled tonight. I feel kind of bad for her. I probably should work with her a little bit. But she also tried. Like, I don't think it was for lack of effort. It was for lack of preparation on my end. I'll work with her more. And she's 10. So for all of us that are feeling kind of, oh man, will I ever get there? You got 8 years or 9 years to catch up to her. So you'll get there, you'll be fine.